I think one of the biggest problems a lot of young people have with the amount is not necessarily because, I mean, there are people who can afford it.
Yeah.
But the truth is there are those who it's a burden for.
Good.
And NYSC, like we all have always known, which we were told when we're going to go into it, it's a national service.
Exactly.
And it's not something that you should be paying for.
No,
so
no.
Why are we even paying anything?
You are not paying.
Is my first question.
No, you are not paying for. You are not paying for national service. Even with this one, the status quo method, you have to pay to go and collect your call-up letter. It's not the government that we pay your transport fare to go back to your school to pay the transport, to pick the call-up letter. That's number one. Number two, I need to clarify something. There is also a window for those who do not want to do the payment. There's a window. What is the window? We will still take the call-up letters back to the school for those who do not want. So if you want to take that option, you will still go back. The call-up letter will be there as usual for you to pick it up. If, on the other hand, you consider it a waste of time and what have you, you want to go, just print and go to camp, the option is yours. So there is need for the members of the public to know that no, nobody is paying to do national service. No, that's wrong. Again, it is not the responsibility of government to pay your transport fare, to go to your school, to go and pick your call-up letter.
Okay.
No. So all we are trying to do is to create a window for those who don't want to risk their life, who don't want to pay, to travel, to go and pick their call-up letters.
Okay, like I said, that was my first question. The second one being, there's also been talk about, JAMB also introduced something like this recently, where you had to do a biometrics and register online, and theirs cost 1,000. And I hear it's the same company who did that.
No,
is doing
it's not 1,000. Please check.
What is it?
JAMB.
It's 1,000 naira.
No, it's not 1,000. It is when you have. You see, that's one thing people don't understand. For you to go to the platform of that of JAMB is 4,000 plus. Okay. For you now to print the result, that's 1,000. That's what you call 1,000. But for you to go to the platform for JAMB, it's 4,000 plus. Yes, you could verify.
You're mixing things up. The registration fee for JAMB is 1,000 naira, and it's the same company. St. Mark Technologies, is that the name of the company?
Yes,
okay.
It is not. Cross-check, please.
You should cross-check.
No, I'm telling you.
I did all of this research before coming on.
No, what I'm trying to tell you is that when people are registering online for JAMB, it is not 1,000 they pay. But when they are going to print their result, yes, they buy a scratch card for 1,000. They are two different things. They are two different. Even when you are changing a course, also, you buy another scratch card.
Okay,
to do it.
that's
so I don't want to go into
what has been the response of youth coppers to this introduction now? People who are coming, what has been the response of people to it?
Well, for core members, you use the word core members. Core members are the ones who are already serving. In fact, those ones said how they wished this thing was on before they joined because of what they went through. Now, for the prospective core members, those of them we have met in the school, a good number of them didn't raise any eyebrow on this. But like I tell you, as at yesterday, more than 80,000 prospective core members have gone online to register, even though less than 4,000 had paid.
Something I need to touch on is remuneration for core members.
Okay.
I mean, you've introduced this now. Are there any plans to increase the salaries of core members? Because it's a service, and that is the truth. And a lot of people have talked about, scrap it, make it voluntary and all of that, but it's still something that is mandatory. Is money going to be increased for them? Because almost every year, it's the same complaint that a lot of people have. Cost of living is going higher. The pay increases every other decade or something. Okay. Are there plans to increase the corporate remuneration?
When you talk about increase of core members allowance, you should know that it's not just an NYSC issue. The Director General or the Governing Board of NYSC does not have any power to increase core members allowances. It goes through the wages commission, wages and salary commission. So that's the process.
How come you have no say in that, but you have a say in the 4,000?
No. I'm not saying that we don't have a say. No, get me right. We do not have the power to increase, but we keep applying. It's one thing for you to apply, there's need to increase, But there's another thing to allow the appropriate authority to look into it and then get it. We can only announce when there is approval.
Okay.
Yes.
This 4,000 payment, when does it come into effect? With the next batch, the 4,000 naira.
With the batch C.
When does it?
We have started it.
Oh, they started with this
yes,
with this batch already.
Started, yes. That's what I'm telling you. That more than 80,000 are got on the platform. Only 4,000, a little above 4,000, and paid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's move away from Dana. Just we talked before you came on about 2015 elections that's coming on.
Okay.
And we know at the last elections, a lot of COM members were used as ad hoc staff for the Independent National Electoral Commission, and unfortunately, a lot of people lost their lives, and there were a lot of talk then. Yeah. I think that's been the highest point for Nigerians saying this. The program should be scrapped because people didn't see a point to it anymore. If people were going to lose their lives, are there plans for that to happen again in 2015?
Yeah. Let me say that it was not only in 2011 that we started using COM members. People make that mistake. No, we started using COM members under the leadership of late President Yaradua, who gave that directive. And I must use this opportunity to commend the COM members. You need to see the high level of patriotism. Even after the incident of Bauchi, when the COM members insisted that they were going to conduct the election. But what has the federal government done? That they are going to provide security. That's why when you watch all the places that there have been an election, you see heavy security because that's the mandate. They must provide security for the COM members. And the COM members themselves have been performing wonderfully well. You'll find out that the election that we are having that people are saying is credible, all the elections, but for the COM members, it would have been another point. So I want to say that the NYSC, we do not have any plans to withdraw because government has not asked us to do that. And the COM members themselves, you need to go to the field. When you meet one COM member's name not participating, come and see the anger. So I want to commend them. And I think it is an opportunity for these young men and women to prove that they were part of the history of making a democracy work in this country.
What is the situation of youth corps in the northeastern part of Nigeria? The 3 states with the emergency rule. What's the situation with them there?
All right. Now, if you go to the Act, and by the way, let me say that the NYSC Act is a part of our ground norm. It's part of the Constitution. That Act says we should distribute COM members to all parts of Nigeria. We do posts to all the states of the Federation. But we do not conduct orientation in those states. We move the states out because even the law, under Section 5 of the Act, it says the place where they will do the orientation and where they will be posted will be determined by the Directorate. And based on that, we now move their orientation to safe zones. Don't forget, there are wives whose husbands are in those states. They are also mobilized. So during the orientation, they are given opportunity. Those who don't want to stay, we relocate them to other states.
So they have an option of staying?
Yeah. Okay. Those who need to stay there, maybe because out of marriage or whatever reason, they are sent back to that place. So if you go there, you will see some COM members, surprisingly. But this is the arrangement that we have done. But we take care of every COM member.
How do you take care of them, security-wise? How does that happen?
No, all the COM members have the phone numbers of all their local government inspectors, their zonal inspectors, and their state coordinators. The same, there are dedicated numbers belonging to the DG that are known to all the COM members. Now, we have a distress call center at the headquarters. Once you call, that distress call is linked to the security agencies. Besides, all the COM members have the phone numbers of all the DPOs, commissioners of police, down to SSS. And for anybody who is in any distress, you make a call, the security agencies are there in just a few seconds. Okay,
thank you very much, sir. As you say, the 4,000 naira is here to stay. Hopefully it's for good. It's for everybody's convenience.
It is. What we have done, that's why we created that window. For those who are complaining now, we'll go back and pick your call up later. For those who have paid, they will print their own, and then by the time they will be able to be comparing. They are youths, they will be comparing which one is better and how did it go. And we believe that what we have done now is indeed for the good of the corps members. We are taking their interest into consideration. Yeah. We don't want what has happened in the past where we lost prospective corps members to be happening. It's only a management that doesn't think beyond today that will be thinking about that.